Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. This is an 18 by 24 inch canvas, and I have some colors picked out, but I'm going to start the way I've been starting this series that I call Metropolis, in a similar way to what I've been doing, with random deco art metallic pearl before going on. Actually, I really want some gold with that, so I'll use the Deco Art 24 karat gold. Kind of random. Black specks are uninvited. I really like when the gold and the white mix. I'm thinking that at some point in time I'm going to mix some gold and some white and make a lighter, brighter shade. I got black flecks from somewhere. Might be mixing it right now. That's what it seems like. I'd like to leave it a little heavier. But I convinced myself that I'm just starting something, so it does not matter where anything goes yet, is what I can tell myself. And I will definitely be adding and smearing some black. I want to kind of use up what I've got on my spatula. And even though I keep thinking I'm going to add color next, I think I'm going to add some black next. And I'm going to leave the color on my spatula. Just putting it in all the spaces where there isn't any paint yet. Which sometimes works. We can be hopeful this time. Because you never know. There are no rules at this stage, except for to try and have fun. It'd be good to smooth the paint out to a thin consistency, that way it'll dry faster, but that might not be the best thing right now. Alright, I've got a lot of paint moved around. Now it's time to add some color if I want to. I think maybe I need to wipe the spatula off. I've got some indigo teal. And I've got some Snapdragon, I think. It's been resting for a while. I'm trying to get paint onto the bottom of it. But usually, because I use a marble, it's lodged in the tip, so I'm going to pull the top right off. I'm not going to worry about where anything winds up, because I'll work with it whatever it is. But that's probably not useful anymore as far as I'm concerned. Now the indigo teal is not very thick. In fact, it's quite thin. And there is another color, Nebula Star, that I've used before. That I might want to add to this. So might want to take a moment and look for it, although I am being called to try some water lily first. And I'm completely forgetting the one color that I wanted to start with, which was cerulean blue. And I might still go there. And I'm definitely planning on using some mark making tools. But if I'm going to use the cerulean blue, it's time. It's probably past time. And I did shake it and I did clean its tip out. Let's start with a little and go from there. Forgot about that dot. Never mind about the Nebula Star. I think it's all about the cerulean blue now. And maybe it's going to become about the mark making. I don't know. It could just be a stage one still, but I say that often. I do like making marks and mixing colors, which makes me think maybe a little bit of water lily won't hurt anything. I've been having an awful lot of fun smearing paint. Feeling the call to black again. Not sure what that's about. Quiet because I'm kind of hear what the universe is suggesting to me, because I'm not thinking as much as I'm feeling. And while the paint is still wet, you can do all kinds of things that you can't do once it's dry. Just trying to use the paint that's on my spatula to best advantage. I don't mind stealing a little. Sometimes I wish I had a plate of paint handy. Alright, I'm almost to the point where I think if I'm going to play with the toothy tool, I should do it right now. Although I do want a little more gold. Yeah, I like that. I also like the way it looks when it's put over black, even though it's wet. Which I will now do to prove. I think that needs to be treated to some marks. Sometimes it would be good if I would take a moment and stand back and look. But this method definitely uses fewer colors. Do I want to leave those dots? I might want to put some other dots in. This is my small spatula head with the handle removed. Some of the paint is too dry to do anything with, but it makes a completely different effect. This is my favorite toothy tool. This is a Wilton cake decorating tool. Makes such a difference. I'm going to stop before I go overboard. I never know when overboard is going to occur. Got some black paint I can steal if I want to. Since I'm not up for giving up yet, I'm going to call it good pretty quick. And if I don't like it and I don't feel like it's done, tomorrow is a new day. I've got paint on my spatula. Hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale. I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.